I apologize for the TV being on while I'm making this recording, but I'm not alone here. I got my wife. She's Korean, so there's a report on Korea going on Japanese television. Very interesting. And it's causing me to think back about how when I first married my wife over 30 years ago, her older sister had purchased like a condominium. This is a very complex matter, ownership of things over there in Korea, okay? It's different than the United States. I'm not capable of explaining the complexities of it. Let's just assume, for the purposes of argument. Well, yeah, this was a place owned by my wife because her older sister, who was a piano teacher in Korea, had bought this apartment for my wife to help take care of her. So since my wife wasn't in Korea, she was renting it out. Okay. Now, when I first got married to my wife, I was unemployed. I was absolutely ostracized as a danger to the entire globe for being declared to be a certified paranoid schizophrenic. By who? A man who'd been male raping me at night during my adolescence. He was behind that. So I'm saying to my wife when we first got married, let's live in Korea. You have an apartment over there that you own. Let's live there. Well, my wife did not want to live there. Okay? My wife did not want to live there. So, I wanted to live in Washington, D.C., where I still am. No, I didn't. These folks have declared me to be crazy when I wasn't. And all these weird things have happened to me here, and I didn't want to be here at all. But my wife, here's why she didn't want to live in Korea. My wife is profoundly deaf, and she has deaf siblings. So, when she grew up in Korea, how was it? Well, it was awful. Okay? I'm just going to say what my wife told me over and over. The people there were cruel to her because she was deaf. She had no possibility for any kind of a decent life as because she was deaf. She wasn't going to go to the university. She wasn't going to find any kind of a satisfying place to work. She might not get married and so on. It was awful, okay? So she did not want to go to Korea. She told me about all the ugly experience she'd had as a deaf person, other deaf people had, and her siblings had. Okay? I'm not gonna go into any more detail than that, although I could. So my wife does not want to live in Korea, and she doesn't like Koreans at all. She doesn't want to live there, okay? Even if she's got a free apartment. Okay, and she's got a husband who's unemployed in the United States, and she doesn't want to go to Korea. And she never went back, and she does not want to go back to this day. Okay, so here I am, and, like I've been saying, I want to leave the United States for this reason, that reason, the other reason. Korea is not a place that I even think of myself because my wife does not like the Koreans at all for what they've done to her. Now, I'm saying that I've been victimized in the United States, so do I like the Americans that have done this to me? No, I don't, but I'm stuck here. I'm not like her. I'm stuck. Worldwide, I'm considered to be crazy and somebody to be avoided at all costs worldwide. So what am I going to do? well, I'm at the end of my life. Maybe I'm just going to run out the clock on this ugly life that I've been in from birth onward. Time will just expire, and that's all for me. Well, I just wanted to make this message to say why I'm not running off to Korea when I got a Korean wife. I hope I've made the explanation. That's all from me for now. Bye for now.